Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello to everyone. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. We're live on the podcast platforms, different podcast platforms out there. And so it is a cool Friday here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the US of A. It's Friday, January the 8th of 2021. And so again, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to many of you. I know that you are in various continents and countries around the world. And so I appreciate your listenership for those of you podcast listeners. Thank you so very much, everybody in Europe, those of you throughout Africa, those of you throughout Australia, South America, Asia. Thank you so very much for everybody throughout the United States and Canada. Appreciate each and every one of you. It's Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, and I'm excited to be with you yet again. Now, for those of you podcast viewers, I know I make mention of a lot of information, and sometimes I share my screen, and I'm about to go live on Facebook. And so if ever you want to join me on Facebook, simply do a number of things. The first thing you want to do is send me an inbox message on Facebook, okay? And so the way to send the friend request and then send me a message through Messenger so that I can accept your friend request is to go to www.connectwithlakeisha.com. Connectwithlakeisha.com. It's just that simple, guys. Just that simple. And so here is another thing, too, that I want to reference specifically to you all before I go live on Facebook. I reference a lot about Bitcoin and getting paid in Bitcoin. So listen, heads up. For those of you who want information, simply visit www.getpaidbitcoin247. Just those numbers. Getpaidbitcoin247.com, and you'll learn about it on that website. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there before going live on Facebook. So again, please stand by as we go live. And as a matter of fact, I may have to reboot my Facebook because I took a while. So I may have to reboot it. Give me a second, everybody, so that I can reboot it. And I appreciate your patience, podcast listeners. We took a little bit just to kind of prep, but I wanted to make sure I give you all a fair opportunity. Okay, I give you all a fair opportunity. Okay. And so give me a moment, and we're actually going to strike it live. So I have to do some tagging again. So it takes a little bit to prep on Facebook, a little longer, as there are some people I do want to tag in the video so that they can take a look, they can listen in and view and plug into what it is that we do have going on. And so give me a moment. Give me a moment. Appreciate you guys. And, definitely let's engage. There's a comment section near the podcast platform, so we can definitely engage for a bit. All right, so feel free to do that as I'm typing in some names to tag. And I just got to be a little bit faster with setting all this stuff up the next time around. But we're getting it done. We're getting it done. And I'm going to go ahead and get these people tagged in here once again. All right, here we go. And there's yet somebody else I want to tag. Okay. I think there's one other person, and then we should be good to go. One more person. Okay, let's go ahead and get it going. Good evening, everyone. Good evening on this Friday evening here in Chesapeake, Virginia, in the US of A. Good evening. It may be morning or afternoon where you are right now. I know for those of you who are in Nigeria, specifically in Africa and other places, it may be early morning. And for those of you in the United Kingdom, early morning, and various other places, good evening and welcome. Welcome everyone to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the night show, everybody. Welcome to the night show. I'm just giving it some time. I know that it takes some time to populate, and I know that some of you gradually come on. And so welcome everyone to the show. Welcome to the show. We do this live every night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's been yet another busy one today. I'll fill you in just a couple of moments. It's been a busy day in a great way, though, in a great way. And so I welcome you guys here. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight here, your leadership specialist, your wealth mentor, author of a few books, but most importantly, everybody, you already know, your friend. And so your Facebook friend, and for those of you on the podcast platforms, your podcast friend. And so I'm excited yet again to be with you all. The purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself, okay, with the ability to win. Come on, somebody, in my Sherry Brown voice, okay? How many of you are just elated? I mean, woo! I'm telling you, I've been trying to contain myself since December the 1st for the last couple of weeks. I'm telling you, oh man, oh my goodness. But empowering you with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income, okay? And your income. That's what this show is all about. And so I'm excited and elated once again to be here. There are a couple of ways that I encourage each and every one of you to participate. Participation, engagement is what makes this valuable. And so here's the first thing you can do. For those of you who want to grow your influence, you want to be an influential leader, maybe in the social media space, because this is where many of us are hanging out, right? You want to grow your influence. Well, everything rises and falls upon leadership, just like Dr. John Maxwell says. And so you got to work on yourself. That's right. Enhance your ability to lead. Enhance your ability to lead yourself. It starts with you. And so you're looking to grow your influence. You want to impact more lives. Perhaps you want to grow your income. And yes, there are some viable means, and we're going to talk about it tonight. Viable means by which you can grow your cash just by sitting on your phone. Not sitting literally on your phone, but sitting down, doing a couple things on your phone or your laptop, whatever device you have. So we're going to talk about it, okay? We're going to talk about it just briefly. And so do that. Like or love the stream. Secondly, comment below. Let me know where you're watching from. Where are you viewing this from, okay? Are you in Africa, Asia, Europe, South America? Where are you watching this from? So go ahead and state your city, state, country. Yeah, city, state, country, where you're watching this from. Go ahead and type it in below in the comment section. I would love to learn about where you're from. All right. And anything else that jives with you, anything else that's, gives you that good vibe, right? Sends out that positive energy, and you have something you want to share, go ahead and type it in the comment section. And then lastly, I encourage you to share this out with those you care about, perhaps on your timeline, group, fan page, wherever you want to share this. Go ahead and do it. Okay, so for those of you who may catch this on YouTube, I'm just saying there's a comment section you can definitely comment on as well and leave your thoughts. So listen up, guys. Look at, and while I'm talking about this too, you can share this out. I'm going to share this out with a couple of my colleagues. Let me do it. It's a Friday evening, by the way. If you're catching this a little later, yes, we're doing this live. It's a Friday evening, and I'm glad that you've chosen to tune in live on a Friday to the Leadership TKO live night show, okay? Let me just point that out, because I know that there are some other things you could be doing right now. I know. And I'm excited that you are here. So I've shared this with a couple of business colleagues of mine. And for all of my wealth building, that's right, wealth building family members out there, ah-ooh. And so look at the title of the stream tonight. Look above, okay? Just look directly above. I don't know how many of you have known this, and I'm going to share this with you right now. I got a public confession I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking just a little bit about this man, okay? How many of you know who this man is? I know the title of the book just gives it away, right? Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki. I've had the immense pleasure a couple of years ago, I want to say about 12 years ago, okay? About 12 years ago, I had the pleasure of working with Robert Kiyosaki and his team. Yeah, I've worked with quite a few great individuals, met a few great individuals like Dr. John Maxwell, who is just, that'll blow your mind just by itself. I mean, the fact that he's a great guy, right? Dr. John Maxwell, he's a former pastor, right? And he's just a leadership guru. But besides that, he's a great person, down to earth. But then meeting Robert Kiyosaki will just rack your brain. Because first of all, you got to be careful of the words you say, because I mean, he's like analyzing everything you say. But anyway, let's just get to the point of the stream. Okay, the point of the stream is this. I've learned some valuable lessons when working with him in the coaching team. It was just, I mean, working under them and the strategies, the tips that they gave helped my training company. And for those of you that don't know that I have a training company, it's called the iLead Company. iLead is an acronym, ILEAD. It stands for the International Leadership, Education, and Development Company. Yep, I know, it's long. That's why we said iLead. International Leadership, Education, and Development Company. Okay, Development Company. That's what it stands for. Now, the lessons, let's dive into it. The first lesson that I've learned, and this is in terms of your audience and product. Audience and product. So let's talk about product, because there are some things that maybe you're doing right now that I did in the past, and they gave me a forewarning, and they were like, you shouldn't be doing this. And so one of the things they told me about was when it comes to creating a product, and it really goes hand in hand with market, so it might blend together. The one thing they said is never create a product based on what you think your audience wants. Because you can create a home course, study course. You can write even a book. Can I just be honest? You can write a book. You can create all types of products, whether it's a digital product or a physical product or some type of service. But there are a couple of factors you have to pay attention to. It's not about what you think they need or want. It's not about that, right? Because you can create a product, it can be the wrong product, and it's not something that they need in this season of their lives, and then it doesn't sell anything. You need to definitely find out what your market needs. What is your market? First of all, who is your market? Who are the people that you're trying to reach or connect with? So think about it. Who is it that you're trying to appeal to? That's number one. I mean, if you don't know who you're talking to, you're just shooting a dart everywhere with no target. Who are you trying to reach and connect with? Who is your tribe? Who are the individuals that you're trying to serve? Okay, who is it? Describe it. Write them down. Write down, your market. Are they between the ages of 20 and 50? Are they just a single parent or both parent? Is it two parent home, or just one? I mean, think about all these things, all these elements when it comes to your market. All right. And think about in terms of what it is that people need. What's in demand right now? Is it jewelry? Is jewelry in demand right now? Come on, somebody answer that question for me in the comment section. In the comment section, is jewelry in demand right now? I need somebody to answer that question for me in the comment section. Is jewelry in demand? No pun against those who are selling jewelry. But is jewelry in demand? Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Is clothing and shoes in demand? I mean, I know these are things that people need, but based on the type of product it is, think about it. Think about it, okay? Is coffee in demand? Is travel in demand? What's in demand? What is it that people need? When we say demand, that there's a huge need for it. People are they need more of it. How do you find out what's in demand? How do you find out what's in demand? One huge tip, and I know I probably shouldn't be giving these tips out because I actually invested in these tips, okay? But I'm going to give you this one tip. Here it is. You ready? Here it is. I did this. Okay, this is what they told me. I went to Amazon, right? And I looked up some of these number one books. How do you find out if people want something? They buying it, right? They're buying it. So when you go to Amazon and you look at what some of these number one books are in the nonfiction category, and you see these topics, let me tell you one of the topics that I found out about that people are they're looking it up, they're Googling it, they're looking it up on Amazon. What is that number one topic? Because somebody tell me what's in demand, what you think. What do you think is in demand? In the comment section, for those of you who are tuning in live or replay, what do you think is in demand right now based on the climate, the environment that is globally the situation right now? What do you think is in demand right now? Okay, what is it? I mean, I need to know. There are different categories when it comes to business. There's relationship, there's health and wellness, right? But then there's also a bigger category, business and money. Business and money is a general category, niche, whatever it is, but then you can even niche it even further down. But let's just talk about it. Business and money. I'm going to tell you, many people right now are looking for a better way. And it's helping me to zero in on what I'm trying to share with you right now. People are looking for a better way because some people are realizing there's no demand for relationship coaching. Okay, so you want to be a public speaker. Okay. What stages are you getting on right now? Okay, I'm waiting. What physical stages are you going to get on right now? Now, I'm saying all this because I'm a certified John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. And so I know this. What stages, physical stages, are you getting on right now? How many? How many of those are going to take care of your rent or mortgage, take care of your daily expenses, and help you to be financially free so you don't have any limitations financially? Here is what I'm coming to understand, because there are things coming up, right? This quote unquote second strand, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to focus on that, but this second strand, okay? You want to keep yourself safe and people are looking for a better way. Now is the time to control the economy of your home. Listen to me. And control the economy in your home. How do you control it? Not allow outside influences to dictate how much you're going to bring in. How do you do that? By not depending on the outside corporations. I'm going to put it that way. Okay. I'm trying to be cautious with my words. Okay. All right. Don't depend on the government to put food on your table. How do you depend on the government? I'm waiting for this stimulus to come in. I got my stimulus money. Woo! Stimulus. Whose pocket is the stimulus stimulating? Okay. Oh man. I got to be careful. Whose pocket is the stimulus stimulating? I know. I'm trying to keep it together so that it's not so serious, but it really is serious. Whose pocket? Whose attention? Pay attention. Open up your eyes to understand that there's something bigger happening beyond what you see. Okay, you got to see it. You got to see it. Control the economy of your home and the decisions that you can make. A lot of people are praying for a better way. You're like, I'm praying, God, I need a better way. I need some divine intervention. It's available and it probably was shown and given to you, but it didn't come in the format that you thought it was. For some of you, you have to be open to learning something that may be uncomfortable for you. Uncomfortable. Okay. And then for some of you, you have to get over some business hurt, some bad experiences that you had in the past. I'm not speaking to one specific person, but I'm just sharing with you what's coming to mind right now. And I just flow with it because I know it needs to be said. Okay. So there's some healing that still needs to take place from the past, 2020, 2019, 2018. I get it. Some of you were scammed out of your money because you thought that things were legit. I get it. Right? And so it gives, for some of you, that bad taste in your mouth to do certain things that you know is truly legit to do. Right? It's too legit to quit. I got to throw in some stuff. All right, so here's my point. With all those lessons, right, that I've learned from Robert Kiyosaki. I've learned, yes, it also, taught me and my husband, to take the limits off. To go, not allow yourself to be capped, to be boxed in to just doing business in the United States, but you can do business in every country from the comfort of your home, using your cell phone, a laptop, wherever you have the internet, you can be in business. And right now, here is what I do know. People, you want to actually gravitate and go in the direction to where the need is. And so the need, everybody, is money. People are looking for flow of income. A flow, meaning when you're going to sleep, you're still generating income. People want their, what they have to be able to grow. If you have a certain amount of cash, you want it to grow, right? You don't want to just sit it in an account and it's not doing anything. You want it to grow. And so my husband and I, and a few of us who are actually watching this and sharing it, we've come across a system that's helping the cash we have to be able to grow. It's doubled. It's, for some people, tripled since December of last year. And we are getting paid in an asset, Bitcoin, while we're sleeping. And yes, yet, while it sometimes may feel uncomfortable doing certain things, you can't grow in the comfortable. And this is a charge for those of you who are watching this. Get uncomfortable, because you can't have a harvest when you're comfortable. You can't be ready for what God is going to deliver into your life being comfortable. You got to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable, because when you're stepping into new terrain and a new environment and a new season, you've never been there before. You haven't been in the new season, the season of abundance. You haven't been there before. So it's going to be uncomfortable. So be willing to be uncomfortable. Be willing to be uncomfortable, because you haven't been there. But guess who's been there? Guess who's there? God is there. He's everywhere. He's everywhere at the same time, and he's been there. He's right there. He's there already. He's like, well, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to step into it. Did you know that although you're dreaming about certain things, it's already in existence? Oh, man. Okay. It's already in existence. And God's like, okay, all right, it's already there, so I'm waiting on you. When are you going to step into it? Oh, so you're okay. You're affirming that you're a billionaire and millionaire. All right. So when are you going to step into it? When are you going to accept the vehicle that's going to help you to become a millionaire and a billionaire? When are you going to just walk in it? Just walk in it. Have the mindset to walk in it. You got to have the mind before you have the reality. Oh, I'm about to run. I'm about to run. I'm getting my own self excited. Listen, say what you see until you see what you said. That's it. Say what you see, take action, implement the plan until you see what you said. Do that throughout this entire year. So for those of you who want to access a system, I'm just going to tell you right now. Yes, the system is helping us to get paid in Bitcoin immediately, several times a day, because we're willing to be rejected the most. We're willing to step into an environment that makes us uncomfortable. We're willing to serve more. We're becoming more so we can serve more. And that means as we help more of you get what you want, by default, we're going to get what we want. Woo. Woo. Be willing. How many of you are willing? Go ahead in the comment section, say, I am willing. And that just lets me know you're willing to be uncomfortable. You're willing to be uncomfortable. Stop being comfortable. Comfortable will keep you broke. It will keep you broke. Be willing to be uncomfortable. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I have. That's it. That's it. The lesson. So for those of you, look, this call right here, this call to action is not for all of you. For those of you watching, listen, if you believe, no, forget it. If you believe you are a billionaire and you are not getting paid in Bitcoin several times a day, you need to reply income below. That's it. You need to reply info so you can learn about the system that's been keeping me busy all day for the last couple of days. Matter of fact, since December the 1st, it's been keeping me busy. Yes, in a good way. In a great way. It's been keeping me busy. Let me give you some stats that's going to probably startle you. The last, I want to say, 36 hours or so, there's been 20 people or so that I've connected to this system. 20. They said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing? So for those of you who want to get paid several times in Bitcoin, reply info below. If you're watching this on somebody else's timeline, and maybe they're connected to the system. They're already in. They're waiting for you to jump in. They're waiting for you. You need to inbox them and say, look, I want in. Whatever Lakeisha was talking about, I want in. Tell them that you want in. Okay? You want in. No time for games. You want in. Okay? And if you want in and you're watching this on my timeline, reply info. The time is now. Let's get it. That's it. So listen, we're going to be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. And so until then, I want to encourage every millionaire, every billionaire to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.